Ever since I was a girl, my own mother vowed I must find the way to power through a noble brow. I married once for love, then my senses came. I must marry for the stature of my husband's name. On to marriage number 2, I knew what I had to do. My poor husband fell ill in a year or two. Solved problem number 1, now to problem number 2. His doe-eyed little girl with a gentle point of view. Would I ship her off to school? No, I told her if she stayed, then she'd have to earn her keep, and so she became the maid.
She was lazy, she was crazy, she was talking to the mic.
She was hopelessly naive, so she had to pay the price. I moved her to the attic, out of sight and out of mind. I could have thrown her out, but I'm benevolent and kind.
Mother, your heart's too big for you.
I knew what I had to do. After all, difficult children will take advantage of your good nature. So you lock them up, throw away the key. There's one on every family tree.
Ungrateful, hateful, vile too. The things she put you through.
Break their spirit so they obey. Now they'll do anything you say. Maybe you call it cruel, but others would call it love. Tough love. I ask you, is it a crime to strive for perfection in all things?
Oh, no. They're so cute when they're little, but then they grow up and just ruin everything. I never wanted children. Life was better on my own. All the screaming, nagging chilled me to the bone. But then one day I came across a flower grown free. Its magic kept me young, so I kept it all for me. But someone dug it up. Now a baby held the power, so I borrowed her and locked her up and hid her in a tower. Years went by, all the sacrifice, and against my better judgment, I fed her once or twice. Teenagers now, I know I'm wild, they're young, but that's messy. Manipulation's easily more fun. A little guilt, a lot of force, of course you have to lie. Remind them that without you, they shrivel up and die.
They only have themselves to blame. If you had been there, you'd do the same. So work them hard till they fall in line. There's one way and it's only mine.
Children are lazy, loyal too, but we know what to do. Cover them with a heart of stone. Lock them up so they're all alone.
Maybe you'd call it cruel, but
Others would call it love, tough love.
Oh, her own tower with a water view, and she runs away the first chance she gets. These wretched brats think the world owes them something, but it doesn't. Far and wide, I rule the kingdom with a heavy hand. But there was more. I had in mind a greater plan. I never cared to share, so the king would have to fall. But his child blocked the way to me, and fairest of them all. She was chubby, she was dumb, and grotesquely optimistic. She needed structure in her life, she wasn't realistic. I gave her chores and took away the things that she'd enjoy. But then I caught her singing songs with birds and then a boy. Love? Was I to just sit by and wait for her to take my crown? No, she had sealed her fate. She had to go, and so she did, and you know what they say. An apple once a day keeps your enemies away. Don't be fooled by their tender smile. Give an inch and they'll run a mile. Our idea of a happy home is one where we live all alone. Darn depressing, desolate. Now let's all drink to that.
call us wicked, call us mean.
Cruel and everything in between.
You could say it's a joke.
Turning their dreams to death. This is what we call love.
Across the sea in the southern isles, the Westergars lived in exile. Our fall from grace was a long way down, so to make my mark, I would need a crown. I was 13th in line, so I had no shot, but a princess bride? Now there's a thought. I had one chance, I knew I couldn't fail, so I set my sights on Arendelle. Their queen-to-be was meh and cold, but her younger sister was cute. Sold. We met, we clicked, we sang and danced, then I thought, hey Hans, now here's your chance. I popped the question, and she said yes, but now here's the part where it becomes a mess. Our wedding date was set, but then my bride takes off, and when she comes back, says meet Kristoff. She changed her mind, although God knows why, and I thought, there goes my alibi. cry. Who dumps a prince? Sure, I'm insincere, but for some random guy who talks to reindeer?
Can't you hear my heart, please? She can't see what we see. It wasn't meant to be. Maybe now he'll choose me. No, me. After all you've been through, she doesn't deserve you. One thing that I know is true.
It's not me. It's you.
I mean, did she think she was gonna do better than a prince?
Well, Mother says it's a sign of poor breeding when someone chooses a peasant over someone with grace and poise.
Yeah, which explains why no one wants you.
You're just jealous.
I'm not.
Aren't you?
Ladies, stop bickering and pay attention to more important things. Like me. In a quiet little village in the south of France, I could make girls melt with a passing glance. I had trophies on the wall from the wars I won. And the widows afterwards? That was fun. Everything was perfect in my perfect life, but there was something missing, and that was a wife. She'd cook, she'd clean me with the kids all day, then she'd call me perfect and do anything I said. There was only one choice for my wife to be. She was gorgeous, and everyone in town agreed. The only girl who didn't throw herself at me. What would you call that?
Dignity.
I said, well, good news. You're gonna be my bride. It's your lucky day, but there's one downside. The entire town thinks you're weird and strange, but I got it. All you have to do is change everything about yourself, and the town won't talk. So right now, your friends are a candle and a clock. She turned me down because she disagreed, and she threw me out and said she'd rather read.
Can't you hear my heart, please? She can't see what we see. It wasn't meant to be. Maybe now he'll choose me. No, me. After all you've been through, she doesn't deserve you. One thing that I know is true.
It's not me, it's you.
She sounds like a monster.
The monster's who she left me for. And you don't fall in love with monsters, you kill them. So I got every villager with a torch and pitchfork to save her. Which makes me a hero. I'm still the most admired man in the village. No, in all of France.
Women certainly do have a strange way of showing their appreciation for their true heroes.
Yeah. I've always thought it best when I've had the choice that a woman should be silent and have no voice.
When a maiden with a mind meets a man with power, she must know her place or it all goes sour.
As men of wealth, influence, prestige.
Are we not all fine specimens?
Indeed. They think that love is blind and it can't be bought.
Yes, but that's a lesson, and it can be taught.
Yeah, listen to the man and ignore the wife. That's the only way for a happy life.
The choice is simple. Choose me and thrive.
Or have it your way and be burned alive.
Well, what have we here? A gathering of men blaming a woman for all their woes. How innovative.
Once upon a time, a familiar story. A desperate king needed fame and glory. Had to be the hero for the world to see. He may have fooled everyone, but he didn't fool me. No one ever asked how he got that crown or the woman by his side as he pushed her down. He would have to pay for his behavior, a baby gift with a little flavor.
The difference between you and me is now I'm living happily. I can't say I'm sorry, it just wasn't meant to be. After all we've been through, we can see a new view. One thing now we know is true.
It's not
It's not me. It's not me. It's not me.
How can it be me if the problem's you? In Never Land, where your dreams take flight, a shield with honor guided by what's right. But beneath the surface, a truth unseen, life's a cold, heartless, ruthless machine. A captain well respected, now a joke of the land. You can't a man command when you're missing a hand. When the world needs something to fear, to see clear, hold my beer. Enter Hook, the villain of their dreams, and he writes the rules in his twisted schemes. He won't conform, to manipulate, find advantages while others hesitate. An opportunist finds a way to navigate the maze, find an opening, and then I let the fire blaze. Cause life's not fair, it's a game, where the righteous suffer and the wicked rise to fame. Life's not fair, will be open hard, where the weak are lost and the strong survive. It's a cutthroat world where the scoundrels strike, cause life's not fair.
Honestly, Haynes.
Hans!
Gesundheit. I'm a little surprised you didn't see this coming, boy.
When the Westergars find out about this, I am a prince. You will respect my authority.
A prince may be born to privilege, but he inevitably learns. No one is going to respect you until you make them respect you. In a world of glass slippers and enchanting dreams, you live happy ever after, or so it may seem. I followed every rule so carefully, but the world said that's not how it's going to be. A happy marriage over, now a widow and broke. From a mansion in the country to society's joke. A woman in a man's world must survive, so I wrote my own rules and thrived. Now they call me cruel and heartless, a woman of spite. But no one saw the battles that I had to fight, because in a world where weakness is a deadly sin, I learned to rig the game so I'd always win. Every move I made was a grand illusion, dance of deception, truth in seclusion. No longer charmed by a tender thrill, now I forge ahead with an iron will.
Life's not fair on the opening tide when a winter lost.
And the wealthy thrive.
The cutthroat world with the storm say life, 'cause life's not fair.
There was once a time I would chart my course with honor as my guide. But in the unforgiving tide, I learned the wit of old decide.
We won't be blind for the truth we haven't owed. 'Cause fortune only favors the bold. Life's not fair for the weak of heart.
Where the virtuous will get torn apart.
All us wicked will play the part, 'cause life's not fair.
Like we rehearsed plans. And the strong survive.
With the scandals fly, 'cause life's not fair. We're there, but a book is clear that life's not fair.
By a wingless fairy. Let us not forget who restored you to the world of the living. If it weren't for me, maybe think what if you would still be at the bottom of that cliff. Just a sad old tale, beaten and impaled, a pathetic relic, all because you failed. This is the story as I recall. So show some gratitude instead of attitude. That's all.
The story, yes, but a detail or two old. I imagine a woman of your age must have difficulty remembering.
True, I owe a debt, but let's not forget why you needed me to give you what you could not get. So go on, attack. I have what you lack. It was I, not you, that brought the villains back. So ask your mirror on the wall, who's the saddest or the baddest one of all? That's all. If by saddest you mean the one who follows orders, then I believe that title belongs to you. Yes, you brought them back under my command. It was I, not you, that had the master plan. Luck I went your way in a sea she'd stay. Now unable to collect her debts from us to pay. Your debt, my debt, yes, it was our debt. Wrong again, my pet, with a single bite on a stormy night. 7 little men caught what you did to poor Snow White. Now you're off your throne, so I watch your tongue as I recall you took a little tumble of your own. Well done, I'm sure that now you think you won this fight, but alas, you forget I survived that night. Not quite. In the sea you drowned, but the sea witch found an opportunity and brought you back to solid ground. Quite the find she made, for your life she'd trade the Sea King's crown, a deal that you betrayed. That's rich. Now let's talk about the deal you made. There was once a king who had found his bride, but a winged green fairy the kingdom denied. Stefan's love you lost, so the sea you crossed. A deal for a sleeping curse your wings it cost. Spare me your high and mighty and your goal, 'cause I'm the villain, you're nothing but the fool. That's all. You're the one to blame, no denying it. You're responsible and yet you are defying it. Now you're free to battle, you can lie in it. You just need me for someone to blame. Now let's not forget, if it works for me, well, you needed me to give you what you couldn't get. It's just a washed up hack, kind of what you lack. It was I brought the villains back. This is the story as I recall. So some gratitude instead of attitude. We're on the wall, who's the baddest one of all? I'm the baddest one of all.
What's it like living in a life that you don't even realize? Build yourself up like you're the prize. Fall for your own disguise. Tell yourself you're too big to care. Hide the truth in a mask you wear. Tell the world they should stop and stare. But underneath there's nothing there. A perfect face with an empty shell. Can you still keep track of every lie you tell? So you can hide behind your paper thin wall. Break and watch it all fall. Convince yourself what you say is true, but I can see right through you. You strut around like you're 10 feet tall. You think big, but your name is too small. You talk the talk, but can't walk the walk. So tell me who do you think you are?
Go ahead, blame it all on me. Never you, that's too hard to see. Fake the man you pretend to be, but it's just insecurity.
Roll the book out, it seems sincere. Big persona to hide the fear. Raise your voice, but no one can hear. Cause you just disappear.
Perfect lie to hide what's true.
Maybe take your finger and point it back at you.
So you can hide behind your paper thin wall. But pull one break and watch it all fall.
Convince yourself what you say is true, but I can see right through you.
You strut around like you're 10 feet tall.
You think big, but your name is too small.
You talk the talk, but can't walk the walk. So tell me who do you think
You just stand there thinking you can do no wrong. With your half-baked truth and your borrowed charm.
You're self-made trying, but the cracks appear.
But who are you when the smoke all clears?
So deny what everyone else can see.
Maybe the problem is you, not me. Convince yourself what you say is true, but I can see right through you.
You strut around like you're 10 feet tall. You think big, but your name's too small. You talk the talk, but can't walk the walk. So tell me who. Tell me who.
Who do you think you are?